Hi, it's Hanifa YouTube channel here.
With your permission, Madam, can I?
Honorable Leader, you can proceed.
Yeah. Madam Speaker and honorable members, thank you. Thank you. Madam Speaker, and honorable members, once again, I find it an honor this morning to address you, esteemed members, as we rise to close this fourth meeting of the 49th session of Parliament. I wish to commend all members of this august House for your valuable contribution to the success of this sitting of Parliament. I have noted, Madam Speaker, with pride that the quality of debate in this chamber continues to improve every sitting for the benefit of the people we represent and for meaningful political, social, and economic development of our beautiful country, Malawi. Madam Speaker, I'll be failing in my duty if I do not acknowledge the commendable oversight role that the various parliamentary committees are playing in ensuring that integrity exists and prevails in public institutions. The comprehensive committee reports that have been presented before this august House cannot go unnoticed. The same can be said of the various ministerial statements that this august House received during this sitting. I wish to commend the Parliamentary Secretariat for ensuring that committees meet whenever the need arises. Madam Speaker, this is the last sitting of Parliament this year, 2021. My address will therefore be reflective of the bumpy road this country has so far traveled under the Trans-Alliance administration. Let me begin with a quote from the message to the nation by the President of the My Congress Party, Dr. Chakwele, which he delivered on 8th December 2016. At that time, he held my current position. He said, and I quote, "While fuel prices have gone up, which has caused the price of goods and services to go up, especially food, the government raised taxes on basics like ordinary milk and bread." He continued to ask to say, what happened to the Consumer Protection Law of 2003? This is a failure of leadership. End of quote. Madam Speaker, he went on to say, and I quote, "While productivity levels had already been on the decline, the government has increased its consumption of taxpayers' money on luxuries like cars and private jets for the president that cost millions. When confronted about the penchant for useless spending, the government blames legislators, claiming that it was Parliament which approved the spending. The truth is that Parliament only approves the amount the State House can spend, not what the State House can spend it on. The choice to use that money on cars and jets is the President's alone, and it reflects his failure of leadership. End of quote. Madam Speaker, the world has a way of throwing back
Can I have order, honorable members? Order, please. Let me have order, honorable members. Order, please. Chisi South, your mask, please. Chisi South.
Madam Speaker, the world has a way of throwing back your own vomit at you. The person I have quoted here is President Lazarus Chakwele, current President of the Republic of Malawi. He delivered this speech when he was leader of opposition, before he tested the joystick of power. Now he is in the hot seat, and he's doing exactly the same things that he described as failure of leadership. This time around, Madam Speaker, it is even worse. There was, Madam Speaker, there was high tone and promise when the Tonse Alliance ascended to power over a year ago. Malawians were promised jobs. They were promised an effective government which would be very quick to respond to their requirements. Malawians were promised cheap farm inputs. They were promised servant leadership, free electricity and water connection, including cheap passports. They were promised
Members,
the
can
moon.
you reduce the background noise, please?
Madam Speaker, they were promised the moon and told they would be in Canaan pretty soon. Today, Madam Speaker, Malawians have missed Canaan with millions of miles. Today, Malawi is a war zone of survival of the fittest, where the President, his family, and sake of cronies are the only ones that are more equal than others. Instead of creating 1 million jobs, the economy, Madam Speaker, has comprehensively tanked, and jobs have been lost tenfold. Fuel prices have gone up, so too have the prices of basic commodities such as edible cooking oil, soap, sugar, salt, bread, and matches, among others. There is no free water, electricity, and electricity connection on the horizon. In fact, Madam Speaker, the government has just increased the price of water and electricity. The price of fertilizers has also just gone up. To spice up the occasion, the government has not only raised taxes, but it has introduced a litany of other taxes to confirm the total condemnation of Malawians to poverty. Madam Speaker, today,
Honorable members, order, please. Nchisi South and Blantyre North. Can I have order, please? Can I have order? Order, please. Can I have order, please?
Madam Speaker, today, civil servants and contractors are paid late because of the challenges of the Integrated Financial Management Information Systems, IFMIS. The Minister of Finance informed this August House last year that as part of strengthening public finance management systems, the government, through the Department of Accountant General, rolled out the new IFMIS on 1st July 2020. However, instead of bringing efficiency to the systems of government, IFMIS is proving to be more of a problem than a solution. So many contractors have not been paid, and many government ministries, departments, and agencies are not receiving their monthly financial allocations on time, resulting in poor public service delivery. Madam Speaker, I am of course reliably informed that the consultant who was providing the new IFMIS management training has abandoned his assignment because the government has not been paying him. This new IFMIS Madam Speaker, is anti-development, and my advice to this government is just to abandon it and adopt a new system that is user-friendly, reliable, and efficient. Madam Speaker, Malawians are suffering under the weight of increased cost of living. The sad thing is that Malawians' cries are falling on deaf ears. Meanwhile, their leader is always absent. If he is not on the road, he is up in the sky above them. In a private jet, zooming from one country to the next and looking down at their problems with disdain. It is written in the Bible, in the book of Mark 10, verse 45, and I quote, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be saved, but to save and to give his life as a ransom to many." End of quote. As a man of God, President Chakwele should be the first to know that he is a servant and not a master of the people. Let him emulate Jesus Christ and serve the people with honesty and dedication. Under Chapter 3, Section 12 of the Malawi Constitution, it is provided under 1A as follows: that all legal and political authority of the state derives from the people of Malawi and shall be exercised in accordance with this constitution solely to serve and protect their interests. End of quote. Madam Speaker, it is therefore surprising that even after taking the oath to uphold the constitution, President Chakwele seems to have nothing to do with the people who put him where he is today. When asked
Honorable member, can I have order, please? Can I have order? Honorable member for Salima, can I have order, please? Order. Salima South, eh? Can I have order, please?
When asked about his wastefulness, President Chakwele says this is not the time to send him text messages because he cannot run people's families. He blames COVID-19 and global trends as reasons why Malawi is facing social and economic challenges. He says, without batting an eye, the US and other countries thereabout are also experiencing the same challenges. He is calling on all Malawians to tighten their belts as the country is going through this crisis. The question, Madam Speaker, is what is the government doing about the crisis the country is facing? Do we need
members, order please. Can I have order, honorable members? Honorable member for Chisi South, order please. Plantain North, order please. Can I have order, honorable members? Can I have order please? Honorable members, I'll be forced to use 105. Can I have order, please? I don't want to use 105 the last hour. Can I have order, please?
Madam Speaker.
Chisi South, this is the last warning, Chisi South, please.
Madam Speaker, the question is, do we need to wait till decisions are made in the US since it is a global crisis? Madam Speaker, I have said it previously that Malawi as a country cannot be a sitting duck at the behest of decisions made elsewhere, that we need to begin to make our own independent decisions as a sovereign country. Although Malawi is a member of the global village, blaming everything on global trends will simply not change the status of common Malawians. Madam Speaker, recently I followed with keen interest the delivery of the State of the Nation address by President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya. I was impressed to note that Kenya has moved from being the 12th richest country in Africa to become the 6th richest amid the COVID-19 pandemic. President Kenyatta attributed this achievement to good leadership and being focused on what to achieve in difficult situations. In other words, Madam Speaker, it means being able to identify opportunities in a crisis. For example, Madam Speaker, Kenya is able to produce syringes and masks to supply to the world during this COVID-19 pandemic. Madam Speaker, I wish to take this opportunity to urge our President and the Tonse administration to implement the overarching stratagem they promised to implement when they were campaigning for power amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Perhaps the President will also blame global trends for his failure to reshuffle cabinet after 6 months as promised. Or just to do a simple thing like filling up a crucial cabinet position after the demise of a cabinet member. Perhaps the President will also blame global trends for his government's failure to provide public hospitals and health facilities with essential drugs, medicines, and other supplies. Perhaps, Madam Speaker, the President will also blame global trends for the embezzlement of funds, or should we also blame COVID-19 for the mess at Mera and Nokima over oil deals where the State House has been mentioned Madam Speaker, is the lack of implementation of civil service reforms or failure to disclose the contents of the reforms report months after its handover to him also due to global trends? Perhaps it is global trends, Madam Speaker, perhaps it is global trends that are forcing police to fire tear gas at innocent Malawians who are enjoying their rights to demonstrate as enshrined in the country's constitution. Is it because of the global trends? Madam Speaker, is it because of the global trends that maize silos at NFRA have been depleted to near empty after the funds to buy maize were redirected to the unsustainably expensive AIP program? Perhaps it is the global trends that ADMAC is collapsing right before failing to buy even a metric ton of maize from our farmers. Perhaps, Madam Speaker, it is also the same global trends that have forced this government to invite international condemnation with its attempt to open an embassy in Jerusalem. Madam Speaker, while on the issue of Israel, I wish because it is contrary to and a violation of the resolution declared by the UN General Assembly on 21st December 2017, pronouncing the status of Jerusalem as Israel's capital as being null and void. I also wish to join the Palestine Solidarity Movement, Malawi, in faulting the government for voting against the investigation by the UN Human Rights Human Rights Council of atrocities and war crimes allegedly committed by Israel in Gaza, where the rights of people have been grossly debased and lives of innocent civilians, including children and women, have been lost. Madam Speaker, inasmuch as it is senseless and without scientific backing, the recent travel ban on all citizens from SADC countries to the US and the EU over the new coronavirus variant may also be a blessing in disguise for Malawi. Madam Speaker, at least we now know our president will not blow Malawian taxes, traveling to those countries anytime soon. However,
have order. Can I have order, honorable members? Honorable member of Salima South, you are not allowed to rise on an adjournment motion. Yes, you are not allowed. Please resume your seat. Resume your seat, Salima South. Have order. Order, honorable members, please. Order, please. Order, please.
However, on a serious note, This ban is a painful reminder that we ought to be thinking closer to home for solutions. It is an implicit message to the President that his fervent and back-to-back travels to Europe to babysit Europeans count to nothing when Europeans make their decisions. The fact that he is chairman of SADC does not matter to them at all. Madam Speaker, I have heard the President has suspended all public engagements to attend to emerging national and regional matters. This is action too little, too late. When did the President realize that he has an office? When did he realize that a majority of the functions he blazes to preside over in our neighborhoods can be done by his ministers and district commissioners? Whilst this action is commendable, I am not satisfied with the reasons for this sudden about turn. I am tempted to believe that this is a mere face-saving undertaking after realizing that his non-stop roadshows were becoming drain to national resources, and forthright leader should have just said it. Madam Speaker, I also wish to quote passage from the same speaker and from the same speech, and he said, "Every Malawian from Chitipa to Nsanje knows that the country is not failing because of challenges, but because of failures. And most of those failures are failures of leadership." End of quote. What the Speaker meant here, Madam Speaker, is that the buck stops at the President, and by his own admission, he has failed to lead this country. Madam Speaker, I wish to agree with President Lazarus Chakwele.
Honorable Leader of the House, as much as I know you are free, but I think you also need to remember this is supposed to be basically a lot about Parliament. So we need to not just focus on one entity. You are free to say what you can say, but at least, no. Can I have order? Can I have order, please? Honorable members, can I have order, please? Can I have order, honorable members? Can I have order, please? Honorable members, you do know that as a leader, the President comes here, and you can make those statements when he's here as well. But if you are just going to, we are sort of provoking the situation ourselves. So we shouldn't be provoking the situation just for the sake of provoking the situation. So you are allowed to say what you want to say, yes, but you also need to be considerate of, can I have order, please? Sit, Honorable Leader of Opposition. Can I have order, please? Can I have order? Members, can I have order? No, he will proceed, but we need to know that it's an adjournment on Parliament. It has to focus on everything. Yes. See, the Honorable Leader of the House. The Leader of Opposition. Proceed.
Madam Speaker.
To remember that in our own rules, somebody who is not here to respond, all those things you need to be taking into account. Proceed, Honorable Leader.
Madam Speaker.
Can I have order? Proceed, Honorable Leader of Opposition.
Madam Speaker, I may wish to remind the House.
Members.
Madam Speaker, I may wish to remind the House that It is through this very same podium that President Russell's chakwele Christian Arthur Peter Mutharika as the Prince of Thieves. And that time, Arthur Peter Mutharika was not in this chamber. Before he became president, he is on record to have saying that he is failed. Before he became president, he is on record saying that if he failed to perform well in the first 2 years, he would resign. The honorable thing that the president must do now is to resign from the position. Because it is too early to put the country on an autopilot under the hope that somehow things will get better on their own. It is a fallacy. Madam Speaker, in conclusion, I wish to assure this august House and Malawians that this side of the House will not allow. In conclusion, I wish to assure this august House and Malawians that this side of the House will not allow to fear, to allow fear stand on their way. We shall continue to speak out when we see that the leadership and the government are not working in the best of interests of Malawians. That is the reason we were elected by the people. We will continue to work for the day when all Malawians will be treated equally before the law, and that the national cake is equitably shared among them without regard to political, racial, tribal, or religious belonging. Madam Speaker, with these remarks, let me thank you for your kind attention. May God bless Malawi and may God bless you.
Thank you, Leader of Opposition.